What's going on, guys? It's your boy and the freaking Matrix. So, the creator of Final Fantasy has said something interesting. He has said something that many people are too afraid to say. Right? So, Tetsuya Nomura, the director and character designer of games such as Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, and one of the top games, Final Fantasy X, and Final Fantasy 15 was supposed to be his original project, but then it was taken away from him. Oh well. So yes, Tetsuya Nomura, he is, you know, Square Enix is nothing without Tetsuya Nomura, okay? But the man is pretty intelligent with one of the recent things he says. So Tetsuya Nomura, if we look at this article here, he says Final Fantasy director reveals why he makes all his characters so attractive. Right, Square Enix Tetsuya Nomura has outlined his philosophy when it comes to designing characters, including why he always makes attractive protagonists. Again, attractive protagonists, whether if it's female or male, they have to look good. They have to look good. And this is very refreshing to hear. But what Tetsuya Nomura, if you read the article, which we're not going to do here, but what Tetsuya Nomura is trying to tell you guys is video game characters should not be ugly. Video game characters should not be ugly. That's essentially what he's telling you. Okay? And he's right. He's right. Because when you buy a game, when you come from work and you just want to dive into a video game, you want to escape. Video games are an escape. It's just as movies. So when you're playing a video game, you're playing as the character. You don't usually want to play as yourself because, your life is pretty boring and shit, right? So you want to play as a character that's muscular, masculine, good looking, all these things that people want, right? And that's why you have characters like Cloud Strife, who is actually, his personality is kind of like dull, not very interesting, but he's a good looking dude. The chicks want to F him. The chicks want to, take him to the bedroom and all that stuff, right? You got characters like, Stellar Blade, Tifa, and all these good-looking characters. It keeps you entertained. Beautiful people entertain, just by their good looks. That's what they're made of. They might not have great personalities, but they look good. Anyways, the point here is that in a world where, Western video game companies and studios want to uglify all the female characters, Tetsuya Nomura says, nope, this is wrong. We must entertain people. We must give them the booty. The Stellar Blade booty. But seriously, he's saying that video game characters shouldn't be ugly, because especially since most of the gamers out there are men. 70% of gamers are still dudes. So why don't you give the dudes what they asked for and put a beautiful chick on the screen, for God's sakes, right? Otherwise, your sales are gonna plummet, kind of like Concord and kind of like all these other intellectual properties in video games that came out in 2024 and in the previous year that just been flopping and flopping and flopping because Western gaming studios absolutely refuse to show you some really nice titties. That's really what it comes down to. They don't want to show you nice titties. They just want to they want to show you naked men like Thor or that guy doing the helicopter on Baldur, that red-skinned dude, that meme, right? But when it comes to good-looking chicks and boobies and all that stuff, nah, bro. Nope, you can't do that. You can't show that to people. No way, man. You can't do that. So, but Tetsuya Nomura is absolutely right, and this is why more people are abandoning the Western games. Just look at it. I mean, I don't play Genshin Impact, but I think this is one of the reasons why people play Genshin, because a lot of the characters are good looking. Oh yes, and another thing is that Tetsuya Nomura, like many Japanese people nowadays, they see what's happening in Japan. They see the what's the word I'm looking for? The Westernification of Japan, where like they're bringing in these ideologies and all this nonsense, and they see video games like The Last of Us Part 2, Buff Abby. You can't even really tell if it's a man or a dude. You see that, oh man, that girl from Fable, she looks like she got beat up with an ugly stick. I mean, somebody just took a stick and beat her face with it, you know. And yeah, just these characters, just these unattractive characters. And I hate to sound shallow, but when it comes to entertainment, you want to be entertained, and that includes how your character looks like. You want to see some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that every freaking character has to look absolutely stunning, with double D's or whatnot. But like, your protagonist has to look good, and the supporting characters have to look good. Okay, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you would agree with me. Recently I've been playing God of War, and I really like playing as Kratos, because Kratos, he's like freaking muscular, and he's strong as hell. He can beat he can beat the crap out of you. And some of you are gonna say, oh well, Kratos is an abusive a-hole or whatnot, and you're right, but he is strong, and I wish I had muscles like that. Maybe one day I will, who knows. But the point is, you want to play with cool looking characters, okay? And these Western game developers have to stop being such woman haters and stop giving women flat asses and like, freaking A cups or flat chest or a flat chest. You know what I'm saying? Give us the goodies. Give us the goodies. You want people to spend money on your game? Give us the freaking goodies, for God's sakes. I hate to say it, but sex sells. Okay, that's just there. I said it. Sex sells. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I wanted to just throw that out there. And Tetsuya Nomura is absolutely right. But hey, whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below, like this video. Alright, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. It's your boy and the Matrix. Everybody, I'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed, baby.